Everybody, it's Brooke. I hope you're having a wonderful day. And guess what day it is? It's Friday Freebie Day. Yay. By the time this video goes up, our freebie will be in the Google Drive. If you are not a member of my Facebook group, please come and join us. I'll put a link right up there in the corner. Just come and answer the 3 easy questions. And that's just to make sure you're a person and not a bot. And I bet you'll get in and you can get all your freebies, including this one. And gosh, we have a lot now. I had to buy more space on Google Drive to hold them. So I don't know, you guys, have we got close to 100? Or am I totally imagining that? I don't know. At any rate, we have quite a few. So come and join us. This week, you will find the freebies. Actually, I'm going to take that back and I'll show you what it's going to make. But if we do that first, this is what we're going to make. We have a little paper clip right here. My last video was on embellishing some more paper clips, and this was one of the guys I made. I'll link that video down below if you'd like to see. And we've got this really pretty envelope. We've got a space in here to put a journaling tag or whatever you want, really. And then if you take the paper clip off, hold that so you can see inside. You pull this out, and ta-da! Look at that. You have a giant journaling card. Isn't that fun? Remember when we used to make these with index cards? And I always thought that was fun, but I love this idea of having it be such a big journaling space. I like that because sometimes I want to journal stuff that I don't want to have hanging out there for the whole world to see. So that's kind of nice, and that just slips right back in there. And the paper clip, it holds it pretty snug. I mean, it fits in there pretty snugly, but I like the paper clip just to make sure it doesn't slide, and because I love my little hairy paper clip. So, and then you have the envelope. This is the back side. Ooh, when you put your paper clip on, you want to catch that, because that's still, it's seamless just about. Sorry. This one, let me take that off. My cutter needs a new blade, so this cut was a little rough, but it should lay down so you can barely even tell it was cut. We'll put that back on. No, both sides. All right, there we go. So yeah, it's just gorgeous and quite sneaky, if you ask me. I think what I will do is bind this into my journal right here at this fold. So this piece of the journal, the flap of the envelope, will be someplace else in my journal. And I'm thinking that next week's freebie might be something to go with it, to play with on this side. But I'm not sure yet. You can decorate this side. You can decorate this side. All kinds of things you can do with it. Or maybe you'll think of something else entirely. It's your freebie. Do with it what you will. All right, so I'll put this aside, and I'll show you. When you go to our Facebook group's Google Drive, look for the folder that says August 8th, 2025, and I think it says Hidden Journal Spot. And inside you will find 4 files in that folder. Let's see. Page 1 will be the envelope inside. Guess I should have zoomed out some, huh? Page 2 will be the envelope outside. Page 3 will be the journal card front. And page 4 will be the journal card back. And these white stripes are only because my the print head needs to be cleaned. So yours hopefully will not have those. So we've got all those, and I did you the favor of cutting these out in advance so you didn't have to watch, because, well, all you do is cut out around the outlines, and you'll have these 2 pages. I just printed front and back. One thing I did notice is periodically, once in a while, if I move my paper just a little bit when I'm turning it over to print on the back, if I do that, or if I do a bad cutting job, I do end up with a little bit of white. I don't know if you guys can see that on camera. It's tiny, but I am just going to go ahead and link it. But if I ink it with Mermaid Lagoon, that's what I use to make the prototype. Let me double check. Yep, Mermaid Lagoon. And I've been trying to use that for all the freebies lately so that they'll kind of coordinate. And I think it's a pretty good bet that you have some laying around. So I'm just going to check now that I've done my cutting. This edge is going to go into, it's going to be glued in to be the pull-out journal card. So I'm not worried about that one. Let's double check our envelope. Got a little bit of white there. That was shoddy cutting. So I'm just going to ink that up. And I don't see any other white pieces. A little bit right here. A little bit. You can trim them off, but I don't trust myself. If I try to pull my scissors out and cut this, I'll end up, something bad will happen. Inking works better for me. Okay, so those are ready to go. And what we're going to do is we're going to do some folding. I've got my Tim Holtz ruler. You can certainly use a scoreboard for this if you'd rather do that. But I've got my Tim Holtz ruler, and I'm not using the metal edge. I'm using the little angled acrylic edge. And I'm just going to line that up on that score mark on the printable. Fold that up, try to get in there nice and tight. And I'll do the same thing on this line. Gosh, my mat is a mess, you guys. There we go. There's that, and we can fold that down. Give that a good burnish. And then we've got this one. Turn that around. Give this a good burnish. And again, you might find there are some little white pieces here and there. For you, those of you who've been with me for a while, you know that I hand cut these templates to make these embellishments. I hand cut them and then I scan them into Procreate. So because they are handmade by me, especially because it's by me, they could be a little wonky, but nothing that a little judicious trimming or inking can't fix. Okay, so we have our envelope, and that's all set. Let's go ahead and get our journal card ready. So here is our journal card. I think this is the back. When you get yours, you will not have this watermark. That will be not on the printable. It'll be on the white part, just so you can identify it and know where you got it. Okay, so we'll fold that up. We'll go over to this one. And we'll fold that one up. I want it to go like that. And like that. So what I'm doing, I took, this is the front of your journal card. I'm going to make this one a mountain fold. Make sure I got that. Looks like it's a little off. So that is okay. Meeting these two edges, butting the two bottom edges together. Oh, the sun is coming in on my desk. Sorry, guys. Nothing I can do about that. I'll have a talk with Mother Nature. All right. So let's burnish that. So those bottom edges are matching. I'll flip it over and get this one so that the bottom edges are, or the side edges, because I flipped it. I don't know why I flip everything so much. You know what, you guys? I didn't do a very good job on that. We're gonna refold that. No one will ever know. I didn't get quite on the inked line. So I'm pushing my ruler way in there, make sure I get it where I want it. And see if we can correct that a little. Just a skosh. Turning, turning, turning. Looking at it from all angles to try to get it straighter. And it's not a huge deal. It'll be just fine. Okay, so if we turn it back to this side, We want this on the right. Okay, so this one, I lied. This one is the journal card front. And right over here, it says glue into fold. Okay, so you have your lady upside down, which is what you want. And we've got that all folded and burnished. There we go. All is well with the world. So this piece is ready to go for the moment. We're going to bring our envelope back. Uh-oh. Big doings here in Farmington. Yikes. And I'm just using my art glitter glue and going right along the edge, as close to the edge as I can, because I don't want to miss or, lose space in the envelope. Right up there. Hold that. Give that a burnish. Make sure those edges are still meeting. Before I push it down, I'm going to make sure those edges are meeting. You do have a second with art glitter glue before you push it down really hard. You don't have long, but you have a second before you burnish it to change your mind about where it is. Okay, there's that. So, re-pin our glue. It's been warm enough. Oh, the pin is funny. It's been warm enough lately that it will dry up pretty quickly. Okay, there's that. So we have our envelope, got our flap on the left. And you probably would want to let your glue dry, but we got a video to make. So I've got my cutter out. Scoot back so you can see this. Okay, and I'm going to open it up, and I want to cut off this folded edge of the envelope. So I'm going to put it in my cutter at 1/2 inch, which is right here on the right-hand side, and hope that it will cut it neatly this time without leaving a jagged edge. Get that all lined up so it's straight. Yay! Good job, cutter. You came through for us. Get that out of our way. And now we have this little piece that is the fold of the envelope right here, and it's glued on either end. Can you see that? So that's what we have. And we're going to take our journal card and find that piece that says glue into fold. There we go. It says glue into fold right here. Now, I've been twisting and turning as I do, so I'm going to make sure that I have this the direction I want it so that the pattern matches up, and this is the way I want it. So I'm going to insert this into, easier said than done, into our little fold of the envelope. Make sure to, oh, come on. My ceiling fan is on, and I think it's messing with my paper. Make sure we have that in there nice and snugly. Try to center your journal card with the same amount of space on either side. Oh, man. Don't you hate when that happens? Okay. I think that is pretty doggone close to the center. So I'm going to grab my art glitter glue again and then turn it this way. See, there I go, flipping again. And I'm just turning it that way so I can hold it while I put my glue nozzle underneath there. And I'm just putting glue all along that edge against my journal card. Let's give that another burnish. Nice. Then we can flip it over and do the same thing, but it's easier now because we fought with that first one and it's in place. Okay, so I think you can see that. I'm just going right in there, making sure to get a good amount of glue. You want to get right up to the edge of your envelope piece because that way nothing will catch. Burnish that one as well. Once again, let's put our pin in our glue bottle. Wow, you guys, that's a lot of sirens. I don't know if my microphone is canceling out the siren noises, but it's kind of crazy. Okay, so here's our piece. We have this, and we have our little round circle right down here on the right. We know that matches up with that. Getting this in the first couple times, sometimes you have to kind of wiggle it to get everyone situated, but then it gets really easy. So I'm just holding it like this, and I'm putting my journal card in. Seat it up there. There we go. Just give it a little wiggle and it'll start going really easily. And look at that. You can barely even see a seam in there as well. As long as you glued it on the right direction, you're good to go. And you can put whatever you want in this pocket. There's still plenty of room. And you pull this out, and voila. You have all this journaling space and this funny little lady looking at you. So that's kind of fun. And then, as I said, I will use a paper clip. It fits rather snugly. I had to make this video twice. I don't know if I've already said this. Sorry if I'm repeating myself or forgot something. But I will use that paper clip that I made I moved it. Sorry. This is that cute little paper clip I made. And I will slide it right on here just to keep that journal card tucked in there, just in case it wants to fly away. But there's the paper clip, and there is our Friday freebie. That is so much fun. I love this one, you guys. So I hope that you enjoyed it. Leave me a comment. Tell me what you thought about it. And again, if you are part of the Facebook group, just go to our group, Google Drive and into the Friday freebie folder and find 8825 Hidden Journal Spot. And that's where the files will be. So if you have any questions or any comments, please feel free to leave them down below. I'm not sure if I told you, I will link the paperclip video down below as well. And thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you really soon. Bye.